let the uprising begin.
There are only two genders, and one of them is right here. It's the box that rocks. This is the Angela Box Show.
Hey, you guys, on today's show, we've got This Week in Democrats licking the taint of illegal aliens, and we need to talk about Islam. So stick around for all that today on the Angela Box Show.
Hello, my name is Angela Box. Show your fucking money.
Okay, guys, another week of Democrats defending the indefensible. This week is really wild because we've had several attacks by illegal aliens, several car crashes, murders, rapes, assaults, like, throw a dart, take your pick. But yet, time and again, Democrats are like, these are our boos. These are our constituents. We have to stand up for them. And I wish that they would listen. No, actually, I don't wish they'd do this at all. I continue to say that John Fetterman's stroke was the best thing that ever happened to him because it somehow turned a glitch in his brain and he became like a logical person. John Fetterman has told Democrats, like, the fact that you're riding and dying for the illegals and the drug runners and the violent felons that have been allowed to run roughshod over American streets, like, y'all, like, it's wild. He's like, if we want to actually get back into power, we need to actually, talk about these things that the American people care about. But they're like, no, these are our people. And to which I say, please, flame on. Okay, let's get into some stories because Judge Boasberg strikes again, that ugly demon. He strikes me, and I have no proof of this whatsoever, but he strikes me as the type that would attend a spirit cooking dinner, dressed in perhaps something risque, a la Dr. Rachel Levine or Stefan What's-His-Face, the guy, the cross-dressing nuclear scientist. He strikes me as that kind of guy. Anyway, like an Eyes Wide Shut party kind of guy. Anyway, Judge Boasberg, he decided, I haven't told the Venezuelan Tren Agua gang members Merry Christmas yet, so let me just do this in lieu of that. He ordered the Trump administration to return thousands of deported Venezuelans, aka Tren Agua members, to return them from El Salvador to the United States. And everyone is like clutching their pearls and having a meltdown over the El Salvadorian prison.
Solo esto lo da, hermano, todo el día arroz con frijol nada más.
Ya ni sal tiene, loco, se siente feo ahí.
Y no hay de otra, si no lo comes te quedas con hambre, pues. Antes uno andaba mandando afuera, ahora mira aquí llorando por comida.
Uy.
Mira esto, loco, otra vez arroz con frijol. Nos tienen a puro grano vos, queremos pollo. Que traigan piernas o ala lo que sea, pero pollo, oíme. Ve vacío, loco, ¿vos crees que con esto aguanta uno?
Solo esto, mano, solo arroz y frijol otra vez.
No le pusieron, loco. Yo ya no aguanto, vos. Me da el estómago.
Antes mandábamos, ahora mire cómo nos tienen.
Cállate que se oyen decir...
Y'all, I said this before too. Before Trump even got into office, Fred and I, his algorithm's wild, y'all. It is wild. It's prison documentaries, it's drug stuff, it's crazy. His algorithm gave us an insight into the El Salvador prison system, y'all. It's no joke. Like, go find that on YouTube. You're gonna be like, damn. Like, I don't want to be there. Yeah, no kidding. Anyway, so there's that, and then there's some good news to balance that ridiculous news. Trump has decided, the Trump administration, I'm sure that they'll take it to Supreme Court and whatever. Trump has decided that the sponsors who took in all the illegal aliens, especially the ones that lost the children, you're going to have to pay back every single penny that we gave you to feed and clothe and house said illegal aliens. It's going to be amazing. So basically, this pre-existing law that was not enforced during the Biden administration, okay, so maybe they will not be able to win at the Supreme Court. But I mean, Brett Kavanaugh and Amy Coney Barrett, like every other day they're on their period, okay? And they're like, let's hope we get them on a day that they're not like ragging. Anyway, they said that this is a pre-existing thing and that sponsors are on the hook for the money when sponsored migrants use public benefits. As we have now seen, this happens all the time. 59% of immigrant households, illegal immigrant households, and that means leftists, that means if there's an illegal alien in the house, 59% use public benefits. I thought you said they didn't. Anyway, let me continue. There's all kinds of, okay, this is some good news too. We're gonna kind of temper with good news, bad news. Okay, so this is great, and this directly puts a bullseye on Ilhan Omar and her money laundering cheat of a white savior husband, Timmy. Trump's USCIS seeks to strip naturalized citizenship from immigration fraudsters. So basically, if you lied on your form, this goes for you too, Prince Harry, Mr. I don't do drugs. If you lied on your form to get into this country, you get to get deported. You will be denaturalized. And Ilhan Omar is exhibits A through Z of why this needs to happen. Now, the stuff that's going on, and this ties into Islamophobia. Excuse me, not Islamophobia. The scourge of Islam. Let me strike that from the record, Your Honor. I meant to say the scourge of Islam. This ties directly into the scourge of Islam when we talk about the kind of people that Biden brought in and just shipped all over the United States to ruin those states. Obviously, I'm talking about our friends from Somalia, which has a long and storied history of pirating and stealing things and not contributing jack shit to the world or the culture at large, especially when it comes to their food. And it turns out that 80 to 90%, I don't know, like an ungodly amount of Somalis are on public welfare, like 79%. And they don't ever get off of public welfare. Now, when it comes to the denaturalization of these people, remember, Democrats brought them in. They got them citizenship quick. Now that this fraud stuff is going on in Minnesota, and Tim Walz is wrapped up in it, and the lieutenant governor who tried to lick the taint of all the Somalis living in her state, put on a hijab at Christmas and was like, we love you guys, you're the best. If it wasn't for Somalians, I don't know if the United States could possibly survive. Anyway, they're all wrapped up in it, obviously. And I at the beginning of this whole thing, I was like, I don't know if Tim Walz is smart enough to get a kickback on this. I changed my mind. Like, there's nobody dumb enough that would not be able to see all this fraud going right under their nose and not be in on it. Okay, so he obviously got a kickback. Now, the stuff that's going on in with the Somalis is wild. I'm gonna play a few clips on this, or at least a couple of clips here. The first clip is about a Somali imam or whatever, some person in Maine, of all places. Maine, Ohio, I think Michigan and Minnesota, like they're all over the place, man. They are the cockroaches of Africa, and they are here. Anyway, so there's some imam or whatever, some Somali leader. Oh, I'm sorry. Scratch that. I'm misremembering my stories. No, it's worse. It's a Somali elected official. So it's a Democrat official that is Somalian in Maine that basically is threatening a journalist's life. Roll the clip.
marka waxaan isleeyahay xilli kasto anagu go'aanka aan gaarno inaan howlgal sameeyno marka dadka aan ku tashanayna waa iyaga kuwa hadda maaragtay hubka haya qalabaysan iyo kuwa shacabka labadaba marka waxaan isleeyahay xilli kasto anagu go'aanka aan gaarno inaan howlgal sameeyno ciidan iyo dad dagaalamo wax mushkilada inaysan naguma hayso.
Yes, such a wonderful culture. Oh, I know, timer. I'm just going to keep going. It's such a wonderful culture, isn't it? I mean, the Somalis are up to, probably $18 billion stolen now and laundered to God knows who and God knows where. And this is how it impacts Ilhan, because obviously Ilhan, these are her people. These are her constituents. Literally, they are her constituents. And her and Timmy have now scrubbed his firm's website when it comes to these programs that he was beneficiary of. And listen, Ilhan, you're getting deported, and your white savior of a husband is going to divorce you and probably start to talk to the federal authorities on your ass if he doesn't want to go to prison. So this, I predict, is going to get very interesting. Now, one more clip before I get to the Islam stuff. The religion of shit. Anyway, there was a Minnesota, a Somali who ran a daycare. Okay, ostensibly a daycare that gets like $2.5 million a year from the state of Minnesota. Wink, wink. So this journalist knocks on this lady's door, and there's no kids there. There's no kids, and she's like, "You better get out." Roll the clip.
This is Quality Learning Center. I meant to say Quality Learning Center.
Don't open
They
up!
said they spelt learning wrong. Have you ever seen children at that daycare center right there?
Where?
Yeah, it's right there. It says the child. You've never seen daycare.
I haven't seen anybody in there.
Children here in your child care?
Which child care, ma'am? Is a lot of
Minnesota Child Care right here. It's from the state of Minnesota's website. We're just wondering where the children are.
Where the children are?
Yeah, where are the children? It says you have 102 children here, and you got $2.66 million this year in funding.
Ask where the money's going. I would like to check a child in the daycare. Can I speak to a manager? Where can I get paperwork to file for my son? I wanted to put my son Joey in daycare.
And after a few questions, the lady went silent.
Looks like little Joey Shirley ain't going to daycare here. We're in the middle of a strip mall here inside of this neighborhood.
In fiscal year 2025, this facility, which has its license for 74 kids, was paid $1.26 million in tax money. And there are no kids, and all the facilities are the same way, all of them.
Let's see if anyone opens.
Yeah, let's see.
Once again, I try to find a spot for my son Joey, and they would not open the door.
I want to put my son Joey in daycare. Cuz I need a spot to put my son Joey.
Yes.
Is this your daycare center?
No, I work there. What's happened?
I just want to put a child in daycare, but all the daycare centers seem to be closed. No one's opening the doors.
You work here?
I was, yeah. What's happened?
Where are the kids?
Yeah?
It says it's licensed for 74 children. Right here, state of Minnesota. Where are the kids? They got paid $1.26 million in fiscal year 2025. It says they have a capacity for 74 children.
When?
Where are the kids? Right here. State of Minnesota website.
Yeah, I would like to see if I can put my son Joey here.
Who's your son, Joey?
My son Joey. Can I check out daycare center?
No! You're a liar. I'm the owner.
I mean, y'all, it's delicious, and all the Democrats can do is just attack ICE and attack Border Patrol and get on TV and gaslight you into thinking that you're the problem for wanting these cockroaches removed from the United States. It's not going to work. And I had this thought when I was cleaning today. I was like, the media is doing everything that they've always done. They want you to pretend, or they want to say that everyone hates Trump now. You guys, everyone hates Trump. I know he's just doing exactly what he was elected to do, but 9 months of that, we're ready to go back to Joe Biden's America. That's what they're trying to sell you. Don't buy it. It's not true. Okay? It's not true. Now, let me see. I'm trying to see if I got all this stuff here. Oh yeah, I forgot. We forgot to talk about the religion of piss, Islam. So all of this obviously wraps up with Islam, and I did not think I would say this 10 years ago, but I'm going to say it today, and I mean it. We need to deport every single foreign-born Muslim from the United States immediately, because let's face it, guys, Islam is not compatible with Western civilization. And I think more and more people are getting more and more comfortable saying that. In fact, Marco Rubio, when he was talking to the Europeans who have a death wish, evidently, he warned that because they're importing the third world and so many of them are Muslim, and then obviously when the Muslims congregate and there's more than, 10 of them, they want you to acquiesce to their amazing culture. Because they are being so overtaken purposefully by Islam and by cockroaches from the third world, who immediately get on welfare and demand that everyone assimilate to them instead of the other way around, refuse to learn the language, whatever. If you don't stop that, you're going to risk, this partnership that we have here.
Shifting gears a little bit, the State Department mentioned earlier this year some free speech concerns, particularly in Europe. What are some goals you have in regards to that in 2026? Any countries or certain efforts that you have?
Well, broadly, we're concerned about any place, first and foremost, where American free speech could be implicated, right? Are we going to live in a world where some American puts up a social media post and then gets to some airport somewhere and is arrested? We're also concerned about the impact that some of their policies are having on our social media platforms. As you recently saw, X is facing this massive multi-million-dollar fine that they're going to have to pay, I guess, if they want to continue to operate. But I think more importantly, I think it touches on the broader question that was asked a little bit earlier. We all talk about how these alliances, in many cases our alliances with our European partners, are built on our common principles, our common values, as much as anything else. These aren't just a geopolitical arrangement. It is an alliance with like-minded countries with whom we share values and principles. And one of those values and principles, we hope, is freedom and the freedom of expression. And we're concerned that that is eroding. Okay, thank you, guys.
We help you out a lot, in NATO and stuff. And I know you want to continue to make Russia the eternal boogeyman, but it's not 1983 anymore. And, we don't need you people. We don't need you people. If you want to go and commit cultural suicide, knock yourselves out. We're not participating. Anyway, they, of course, got pissed off at that. But when you look at what's actually going on in the UK, it is shocking. So, in the UK, so check this out. I'm going to put it on the screen here. 21st century British justice. This man got 15 weeks in prison for what? He posted a racist comment on Facebook. Racist according to who? I ask you. Then there's a man who got 24 months in prison for what? He sold anti-immigration stickers. Again, we would all be in jail. And then this guy, now you guys. Yamalama Ding Dong, Shamalama Ding Dong, Ramalama Ding Dong. Actually, his name's not that hard to say. But this guy, his name is Al Soyami. Stupid, these names. Got 180 hours of community service with no prison. Was it because he was littering? Was it because he TP'd someone and he wasn't supposed to do that? No. He raped a 12-year-old girl and he got 180 hours of community service. Flame on, Europe. Anyway, let's get to these clips. I've got 2 clips for you, and then we're going to talk about the Christmas present of all Christmas presents. Here it is. Roll the clip of the 9-year-old girl who's getting essentially sold off into slavery. Roll the clip. Okay, now roll the clip of this absolute freak show of a person who's been imported into a Western country. Roll that clip.
Guys, let's go. Some of them, they're not screaming. It's like they wanted to be raped, you see. She also grabs you see, no more
crying. It's
like
she's enjoying it, you know, even though she isn't, but it's like she's enjoying it.
Do you think it's right? Do you think it's right to rape?
Yeah, it's wrong. Yeah, it's wrong.
What about the consequences of what you're doing in terms of how that affects the person that's raped?
Yeah, the consequences, we look at that all the time, you know, because it happens, she might scream, you know, people might wake up. A lot of people, especially.
I'm not just talking about, I'm talking about the emotional effect, the physical effect it has on the girl.
Yeah. Sometimes we know that we might rape her and wake up tomorrow with viruses ourselves like HIV, you know.
What about regretting what you've done to the girl?
I also do regret about it, because if she fell pregnant, what will be that baby's father? Who will be that baby's father?
But what about her personal feelings?
So yes, I stand with all 10 toes. Deport every single last foreign-born Muslim. Do it. Denaturalize them and get the hell out of here. Get them the hell out of this country. They are not compatible with Western civilization. They have proven it time and time and time again. We're all done here. We're all done here. Now, for the Christmas present to end all Christmas presents, President Trump on Christmas morning let it be known that unlike Michelle Obama's amazing campaign of hashtag bring back our girls, President Trump is actually doing something about the Muslim ISIS members who are kidnapping Christians and killing them all over Nigeria. And Nigeria is such a case study in what happens when you allow Islam to take hold. Because Nigeria, like many African countries, used to be a Christian nation. And now it's basically Muslim. And the Muslims, if it's not Muslim majority, it's getting there. And because the Muslim minorities are very loud and very demanding and very, violent, if you will, I think that societies are like, instead of fighting them, they're just like, okay, just don't kill us. Oh, how's that going to work out? Anyway, remember Michelle Obama's little campaign, you guys. Boko Haram, which is a Muslim terrorist organization. I'm sure Barack Obama was like, what's up, homeboys? Anyway, during the Obama years, kidnapped hundreds of young Christian girls and never gave them back. To this day, nobody knows where they are. Spoiler alert, they're dead. But Michelle Obama, she was super serial. She was super serial about this. And so she came up with this brilliant campaign. And, she started it because, she's Michelle Obama. And even though, white people make her straighten her hair, put a gun to her head and a Dyson Airwrap in her other hand and said, you better straighten that hair. Even though Michelle Obama's hair woes are well known, she's still so influential that she can put up a Twitter campaign and get amazing people to join her. People like P. Diddy and Ellen DeGeneres. I'm going to show this on the screen here. Anyway, Barack Obama did nothing because he needs ISIS to flourish, and he's the one that said ISIS would take 25 years to eradicate. Because again, lots of dots to connect there, but Trump's like, actually, I'm going to get rid of them in a year, and he did. And now he's going after them again. And on Christmas morning, he let the world know, hey, Merry Christmas, I just killed a bunch of Muslim ISIS fighters in Nigeria because they're killing a bunch of Christians, and the Democrats and the left don't seem to care. But guess what? OPS, the Nigerian government was totally aware of it and helped us out. So suck it, leftists. And like the illegal aliens before them, these are the kinds of people that the Democrats will automatically support because Trump is doing the opposite, because we are dealing with 8-year-old children. Period. All right, that's where I'm going to leave today's video. Please let me know what you think down below. Like, subscribe, comment, do all the things. And I'll see you in the next video. I will be done. Peace.